Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are looking at Blue Beetle number 1 and 2 from DC Comics in 1986. This is such a fun comic book. I remember totally loving this when it came out. Cannot wait to share it with you guys. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. So Blue Beetle is one of those Charlton characters that DC acquired famously. Blue Beetle is actually the inspiration for Night Owl and Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons' Watchmen, who are based on all the Charlton characters. So this was DC didn't want Alan Moore to use the Charlton characters because they had just acquired them. Somebody either bought them for Dick Giordano as a present or something crazy like that. But anyway, they didn't want to take all these great characters and basically have them deconstructed and sort of, I hate to say ruined by Alan Moore, but I mean, effectively it kind of would have ruined him. So he basically just did all his doppelgangers and did Watchmen. Anyway, so this is Blue Beetle, the original inspiration. He was a Charlton character. And then I think this is the first series that DC published by him. Post-Crisis about him, Post-Crisis on Infinite Earths. I remember when this came out. I was kind of a new DC fan. And I was pretty much buying everything they were putting out. And Blue Beetle, I mean, this just super appealed to me. Look at this great cover. Classic superhero. Paris Cullins, very underrated comic book artist. Great classic comic book art. I love his art. This is such an iconic cover. I love it so much. It just screams like classic superhero all the way. And Blue Beetle, what a great character. I feel like everybody kind of just loves him. And, of course, it was definitely bolstered by the bromance with Booster Gold and Justice League International. That was always one of the more famous, if not one of the, a pioneer bromance, if you will. Look at this great splash page. I love it. I love all the attention to detail. I love when artists do this extra stuff with like borders and just design work. It seems a little collage oriented, kind of like the stuff that Todd McFarlane would bring to Infinity Inc. and definitely branch out from there and just, create the monster that he did. So Blue Beetle, he doesn't have any powers. He's kind of gimmicky like Batman in a way. He has his gadgets and his toys and things like that. Obviously, he's very agile. This is Paris Cullins, isn't it? That's so weird. I thought Paris Cullins also did Blue Devil too. So I don't know if he was doing him both at the same time or what the deal was on that. But if you need something blue, I guess you get Paris Cullins to do it. So Len Wein, writer, Paris Cullins, penciler, Bruce D. Patterson, inker, John Costanzo, letterer, and Anthony Tolan, colorist, Julius Schwartz, editor. The late, great Julius Schwartz. Amazing man. Once again, I missed the boat on that, and I don't know why. Maybe it just seemed too kid-oriented to me at the time, but the art looks so good. I definitely want to check that out. I love that. That is so cool. I love the blue, the scarab or whatever. Is that what it's called? His little ship there. I mean, how cool would a Blue Beetle movie be? I would take a great Blue Beetle CGI cartoon. Anytime I suggest a CGI cartoon, people cringe, but I don't know. Sometimes I think it would be good. Like an ambush bug CGI cartoon, that would be hella good. Of course, in my mind, it's always Pixar level quality. So I like Paris Cullins' art. I see a little bit of John Byrne in it, a little bit with the expressive, almost cartoony faces. I wonder if Byrne was a little bit of an influence, especially in panels like that. I definitely see that with the big, expressive, almost manga-esque eyes. And this is years before manga would be largely popularized in American superhero comic books. Star Labs, so iconic. I love Star Labs. It's like the Baxter building of the DC universe, sort of. You can always just recognize it. I mean, take away the Star Labs logo and you would still know that's Star Labs. Good on you, Paris Cullins. Good on you, Paris Hilton, too. She had nothing to do with this, but good on you anyway. Who's who? Yes, I want a subscription to all of these books for this ridiculously low price. Cityscape, iconic hallmark of comic books. Gotta love it. Just good old classic superhero fun, just as these Charlton characters should be, right? I feel like it's time to do something else new and exciting with the Charlton characters. I kind of would love to see, like, if not Alan Moore, somebody like him, like Tom King, is it Tom King? Like, do sort of like take the Charlton characters and do like their version of a Watchmen kind of thing, like, would be kind of awesome, right? I mean, it could be an else one. It doesn't have to be in continuity, incontinent, because we're all pissing our pants. In continuity. Incontinent and incontinuity are dangerously close to being the same thing. Len Wein, writer. Paris Cullins, penciler. Bruce D. Patterson, embellisher. John Costanza, letterer. And Carl Gafford, colorist. Julia Schwartz, editor. We're in issue 2 here of Blue Beetle, and the stakes are high. Blue Beetle's trapped under this building on fire. I mean, it's like the firemen are there. Let them do their job. Let them save you, Blue Beetle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 claustrophobic panels telling the story. It's kind of getting Spider-Man-ish here. You know what I'm... If you know, you know. It's kind of iconic. I love it. It's funny that Patterson was called an embellisher on this because the pencils do look a little looser. Heroes Against Hunger. I need to get my hands on that. Okay, eBay. Here we come right after I finish shooting this film. I'm shooting a film, you guys. Did you know that? It's called MichaelFitzTroytv Comic Book Art Critiques right here, unfolding live in front of you. I love this. This is just so cool. I mean, how awesome is it that this is written by Len Wein, too? Great perspective shot. I just love this. You know what I love about this, guys, as I look through this? Like, this is, you know, no computer coloring, no computer lettering, no computer gimmickry. I just love it. Just classic comic book storytelling, you know, rounding out the edges to denote a flashback. The supervillain, like, we don't see his face as he looks in the mirror. I mean, it's just so much fun. This is, like, what great classic comic books are all about, y'all. I promise you. Angel Love. That did not appeal to me at all. Even the cocaine part. Like, what the hell? Crazy DC Comics. Angel Love is warm, whimsical, and not at all what you expect. Interesting that they don't even list, like, who drew it. I'm going to have to do some research. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know why I keep saying y'all this morning either. I woke up Southern. How do you like that? And my grandparents were from Kentucky, so I don't want to hear about cultural appropriation, all right? Not happening here on my channel. I love this. This is fun. Bruce Patterson's a good inker. I liked when he inked Perez on Wonder Woman. I feel like that's the only other thing I really know him from, but he was definitely on a lot of big books around this era. Blue Beetle is just freaking cool looking, isn't he? I feel like I don't want to see a modern version of his costume. I think that is so iconic. Just do not touch it. Leave it alone. Let brilliance be. That is the new mantra in comics. Let brilliance be. Some things are just brilliant and need to breathe and exist in their own space. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. All right. Ooh, I jumped the gun. Very fun. First 2 issues of Blue Beetle. Next issue, oh, the Mad Men. I do think I actually have that. So stay tuned, guys. There's more to come. But how fun is that? And look at this. That is so cool. I love that. What is that? Like the original cover or something? That is an awesome... Cohen and Jansen doing Firestorm. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. That is so iconic. I love that cover. That's a great cover of Swamp Thing, too. And then an M&M's ad. My sister loves the ads on the back of the comic books. So that one's for you, Kelly. Anyway, Blue Beetle 1 and 2. Super iconic, classic, superhero, awesome. Blue Beetle. Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel, hit like, share my content. Bring you more later.